My dear children, today we will narrate a beautiful story about the danger of anger. So, the title of this short story is Beware of Anger. You have to be very careful on this anger. Anger is the second enemy in any human life. There are six enemies in our life. What are those six enemies? They are called shut repos. Shut repos. Shut means six, repo, enemy. So there are six enemies in everyone's life. So we have to win those six enemies. What are those? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Macharya. I will explain this later, but this Krodha, that is the anger, that is responsible for anger, and that is why it is the second very dangerous enemy, and we have to fight with that and win over. So let us go straight to the story. That is, beware of anger. That is, be careful about the anger. You know Rajendra Prasad, who is the he was the president of India. When he was in his presidential office, he had a servant. His name was Ratna. Ratna was a very honest and faithful servant to his master. He knew his master's needs very well. So he kept everything that his master wanted ready in time. One day, as Ratna was cleaning and tidying his master's table, a fountain pen fell down from the file which Ratna had taken in his hand in order to dust the table. He immediately picked up the pen from the ground. He saw that the tip of the nib was broken. Ratna was very much frightened to see the damage done to the pen. Just at the moment Rajendra Prasad entered the room and he saw what had happened. He got very much upset because it was a costly pen presented to him by a friend whom he loved so much and respected. So he shouted at Ratna angrily and told him that he no longer needed his services. Ratna did not want to leave his master because he loved him so much. So he fell at his master's feet, crying and begging to be forgiven for his mistake. But Rajendra Prasad was firm and he ordered Ratna in the same angry tone as before, leave the room at once. That night, when Rajendra Prasad went to bed, he suddenly remembered this unhappy event. His calm and quiet mind started thinking about it again. What was Ratna's mistake? He was now asking himself. The nib got damaged because the pen was left open by me. He could not see it because I left it in the file. Surely Ratna is innocent. Moreover, it is my mistake. I should not have kept that fountain pen open without a lid and that too inside the book. Moreover, he is so obedient. He was very sincere, honest, and he was a very loving servant. Oh, I was too harsh and unjust to him in this morning. These thoughts of regret and repentance disturbed him a lot, so much that he had no sleep at that night. He anxiously waited for the dawn. As soon as he got up, in the first thing he did was to send for Ratna. As soon as Ratna entered, Rajendra Prasad took the servant's hands into his own, and as he would greet a friend, he said, Ratna, you should forgive me. I was too harsh here. So I was very, very rough and tough. I behaved, in a very harsh manner to you yesterday. So you please kindly continue your work as before. I cannot afford to lose you. Ratna was moved by these words coming from his master's noble heart. He fell at his master's feet and sobbed like a child, this time expressing his love and gratitude to the great man. Thereafter, Rajendra Prasad would often narrate this incident to others and caution them to think always twice, thrice, many times before losing their tempers or punishing others. Anger is like a dangerous dog. He would say, you must keep it inside properly chained. You must unchain it only when you are sure that the person is a thief or rogue or an enemy. Otherwise, it will start barking at anyone and everyone. So it may even bite an innocent man. So we must also remember to err is human, to forgive is divine. Do you like this short story, my dear children? Good. So I will ask you some questions. You try to narrate in your own words and send it as audio message. Will you? Right. Here starts the questions. Anger is a dog. Love is God. Explain. So this is the first question. You can note down also. You can pause wherever you want so that you can watch the entire story, and based on that you can give your narration or the answer for these questions either as audio message or a text message. Second question. Someone has said, to be angry is to punish oneself for another's mistake. Do you agree? Give reasons for your answer. Third question. Describe your experience when you get angry with someone without any valid reason. When you get angry with someone who had committed a serious mistake. Are you able to understand the difference between these two? This is question number 3. Let me repeat. Describe your experience. In the first case, when you get angry with someone without any reason. Second, when you get angry with someone who had really committed a serious mistake. Okay, so you had to share your experience, right? Now let me move to the third question. What do you feel now when you think about these experiences? So this is of a generalistic approach. So you have to explain it in your own words. Okay. Thank you, my dear children.